Hello everyone and welcome to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. It's been a while since I've done one, but we got some exciting new stuff happening today. We got Moff Gideon on the way. Hopefully we'll see more characters from the Mandalorian making their way into the game. Now, right now we're just going to be talking about Season 1 because there will be Season 1 spoilers here. We aren't going to talk about Season 2, I know it's airing right now, so we'll just keep that, under wraps for now, not talk about it. But Season 1 there will be spoilers, so if you haven't seen that yet, just be aware of that. Also, it's 1st of December, so starting to get Christmas. As you can see, I've taken on my, I don't know if you can see it, my Darth Vader sweater here, Christmas sweater. We got Christmas tree up here. Also, we got a Star Wars Lego Advent calendar. I'll show that at the end of the video if anyone is interested. But anyway, right now let's get into the Moff Gideon. So we got Moff Gideon here. As you can see, he will be a new dark side character, bring something new to the Empire and Imperial Troopers. His tags will be Dark Side, Support, Leader, Empire, Imperial Trooper. And also with the Leader tag, he's going to have some pretty interesting synergy regarding the Leader tag. So his highlights: Wheel of the Darkness, he has the Dark Saber, of course, the one Sabine carries in the game too. So, he isn't the first character to use it, but he's the second character, so it's exciting to see more use that, because it's an exciting weapon. And he's got the leader of the Imperial Troopers, and you can see some synergy here with Death Trooper, Snow Trooper, Short Trooper, and Admiral Pete. He basically has synergy with all of the Imperial Troopers. And not just troopers, but it's mainly troopers. Maybe you can use in some other teams, but I don't know, I don't really see it too much. But as you can see here, we got this basic ability here, Disruptive Shots. Just simple animation here, just shoots his gun, simple as that. So, final text: deal physical damage to target enemy and gain 1 stack of insight, which can't be copied, dispelled or prevented. If Moff Gideon has at least 4 stacks of insight, he gains the special ability Subversive Volley. Insight stacks last until the end of the encounter. And insight at 4 or more stacks gains special ability Subversive Volley. And right here, Subversive Volley, that has no cooldown, so you can just use it whenever you got the 4 stacks. But you will lose all those 4 stacks when you use it. So you can see here a nice little animation of what the ability does here. And the text here: deal physical damage to all enemies and daze them for 2 turns. These days can't be resisted by enemies with the leader tag. Moff Gideon loses all stacks of insight and this ability is removed. So right here, all enemies with the leader tag. So this here is a little bit special because no character in the game has utilized the leader ability like that before, because this isn't even just talking about the character in the leader slot. This is with leader ability. So that means if you have a 5-man team and everybody has the leader ability, this will affect everyone. They just need to have the leader ability. It doesn't need to be in the leader slot. So it's pretty interesting. It's only days, so I don't know how much that kind of does. Maybe if you ability block or something, it could be stronger. So I don't know really if it's going to be that great, but it's pretty interesting. Can't be resisted days. You could probably dispel pretty easily, but still interesting to have an ability like that. Okay, so let's just move on. Special 1, we got the Dark Saber launch here, cooldown of 4. So as you can see here, uses a Dark Saber swing right here. Basically just what Sabine's ability does here, just a simple swing. And it basically does the same thing too. Deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict armor shred for the rest of the battle. And armor shred, I think it's minus 50% defense on the target. So basically the same as Sabine has on her ability. Then we move on to the second special, which has a Zeta, control the situation. This has a cooldown of 6, so it's pretty high cooldown, but it's a good ability, just trust me on that. So as you can see here, a nice little animation here, get some assist from the other troopers. So, final text: call all Imperial Trooper allies to assist. So, here we got some Imperial Trooper or allies synergy. Dealing 30% less damage, kind of similar to General Weiss, what he has. With his ultimate ability or whatever it's called. All units lose 100% turn meter, which can't be resisted. And this here reads as everybody. Your team, their team. So everybody just loses everything. But right here, then all allies gain 25% turn meter. Suddenly you're in the lead by 25%. Your turn meter and they have 0%. Tank allies turn for 2 turns. So if you got either Stormtrooper or Short Trooper, get Taunt right up there. Attack allies gain 50% offense, and support allies gain 100% protection up. And in a way, you know, it is the same as you know, if you put General Rears, you know, as we have all used him for a long time with Imperial Trooper, it's basically just that, but Moff Gideon with a better ability and, in my opinion, better leader. So he's just an improved General Rears, in my opinion. But you can also have General Rears on the team, you know, pair him together with his Zeta on his unique, together with this. You know, you call all allies assist. If you get a kill, you know, from Rears you get 50% turn meter, and all allies can 25% turn meter from here. Suddenly you're at 75% turn meter, enemy at 0%. I don't know, could be some interesting theory crafting with that, so interested to see that. So moving on, he has a leader ability, which has a set on it, tactical deployment, final text, at the start of the battle, if Moff Gideon has exactly one darkside tank ally, 2 darkside attacker allies, and 1 additional darkside support ally. So very specific, you know, you can't mix and match much if you want to have him in the leader slot. All darkside allies gain 30% max health and max protection, and if all allies are Imperial Troopers. No, and just want to say this before we move on. It's just the continuation that's Imperial Troopers. This right here doesn't need to be Imperial Troopers. So, you know, you can maybe try and have some interesting synergy or interactions together with, you know, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, City Terror Emperor, you know, get the extra 30% max health and protection. So, you know, maybe something interesting there. But, you know, if the whole team consists of Imperial Troopers, you know, together with Moff Gideon, you get this one extra here. Whenever an enemy with the leader tag uses an ability, Imperial Trooper allies gain 10% offense stacking until the end of the encounter. So, you know, an ability like this could be pretty useful for, you know, assault battle, territory battles, you know, whatever. Something that has more than one wave, so definitely good like that, where you get lots of kills. And whenever an enemy with the leader tag takes a turn, Moff Gideon gains 1 stack of insight. So, not leader slot, leader tag. So, doesn't have to be in the leader slot, just have a leader tag. And you know, you can, it's easy to find out, you know, who has the leader tag. You know, most players already know who has the leader tag, but if not, you know, it's just whoever has the leader ability, those have the leader tag. So, and then you get 1 stack insight, you know, which you can then use to, you know, use this ability here. And then, 1/3 final thing, Imperial Trooper allies gain 40% offense and revive with 50% health and protection the first time they are defeated each counter. Meaning, basically, everybody can be defeated 1 time. Basically, I don't know, in a way, kind of like Night Sister, you know, you have two defeats, but not in the same way, because this one here is, you know, unique to each Imperial Trooper. So each Imperial Trooper can die 1 time, and this one actually includes Moff Gideon too. And we're going to I'm going to talk about that in a second, because we're going to move on to the developer insight and just talk a little bit about that towards mentioned it. But first we have the unique, know your adversaries, no status on this one here. Final text, at the start of Moff Gideon's turn on each encounter, he inflicts demoralized on all enemies, excluding raid bosses, until they are defeated. Moff Gideon is defeated, or the end of the encounter. So, you know, Moff Gideon needs to die, the battle needs to be over, or enemies are defeated. So demoralized can't be copied, dispel or resist either. And demoralized is minus 50% offense, minus 25% critical chance and critical damage, and it cannot stack with auto buffs. So this might be an, you know, incentive to, you know, try and get Moff Gideon out first from the battle. But if you have him in the leader slot, you know, he can die 1 time too. But yeah, his kit looks pretty interesting in my opinion. I can see some pretty interesting synergy together with Imperial Troopers, because you already got so many Imperial Troopers in the game and you can just mix and match so much with them. And then, you know, if you start combining with all the Darkside Empire allies or whatever other allies, it can be pretty interesting in my opinion. You know, maybe he can be a plug and play character, kind of like Tron is. Maybe not in the same sense, but he does have some pretty interesting thing that can, you know, bring a whole team together, even though he doesn't synergize with them too much. But anyway, let's just quickly move on to the developer insights here. So, I'm not going to be going through all of it, but just a little bit here at the end. So right here we got some squad suggestions, and right here this one is from the ability right here where it specifically says that, you know, if you have you know, whatever enemies, oh, I probably can't find it, but like one attacker, one tank and everything like that. So for attackers, you choose from 2 of the following. So you have 3 here: Death Trooper, Snow Trooper, Magnet Trooper. You need to have 2 of those, so 1 needs to go. So, you know, a little bit of wiggle room there to, you know, who you want to have. For tank, you can choose between Shore Trooper or Storm Trooper. So, you know, one of either tank, can't have both, especially, you know, at least if you want the bonuses. And finally, last spot is going to be the hardest to decide between, because this one is just for 1, and you have so many characters. You have Pete, Veers, Stark, and Range Trooper. So pretty interesting, you know, in what you're going to choose, because this is what kind of makes it so diverse. Because you can't have Pete and Veers on the same team if you want to get all the bonuses. You just can't. So you know, it's going to be a lot of mix and match, but you'll probably find, you know, whatever works best in the end. Each choice brings something different to the table, so you may want to tailor your squad to this squad you will be facing off against and what abilities you feel will be most useful. So, you know, mix and match. And I can also see that's because right now with Moff Gideon and all the Imperial Troopers, I think we have enough to make 2 teams. So, you know, maybe we want to keep Veers here, so, you know, you can make a team of Veers, Stark, Range Trooper, Shore Trooper, and Snow Trooper, and then use Death Trooper, Magnet Trooper, Storm Trooper, and Pete on the team with Moff Gideon, you know. Just a suggestion, probably not the best team, but yeah, you know, utilize what most you can, because it can definitely be useful. And we also got some frequently asked questions here. So, does Moff Gideon himself revive with the revivability in his leader? Yes. While usually this isn't the case with a build like this, we wanted to represent his hard to kill nature seen at the end of Season 1. So, you know, as we all know, you know, at the end of Season 1, you know, his TIE fighter, you know, crashes, everybody thinks he's dead. You know, suddenly, you know, Darksaber comes up through the TIE fighter, he cuts himself out and, you know, stands there, not dead after all. Bam bam bam, season ends, and yeah. So it's kind of trying to do that in a sense, you know, he can't die, he just keeps on living. So, Subversive Volley hits anyone with the leader tag and not just the unit in the leader slot. Correct. This is the first unit in the game to care about a tag like this. We wanted to make a tactical decision before even entering the battle by considering the makeup of the enemy team. So I'm thinking, I don't really see it being a Galactic Legends counter, but, you know, imagine right now, you know, a Rey team, pretty popular to use on in arena. You know, you got Rey with the leader team. You usually use General Anakin, General Kenobi, and General Anakin Skywalker. Suddenly you have 4 enemies, you know, with the leader tag that can be affected by it. Probably not, you know, the team you want to use against a Galactic Legends. You know, Moff Gideon was Galactic Legends. I don't see that going good, but, you know, an example of how it works. And I'm excited to see what the Darksaber will look like in the game. And, you know, of course, Crisis Sabine, y'all really don't use it, do you? I know, of course not. Phoenix sucks. It's they desperately need a buff. You know, please just give us a buff to Phoenix and we'll start using them again. We promise. And does control the situation take away turn meter from both sides? So here's what to talk about. You know, you lose turn meter on both sides. You know, your team, enemy team. So correct. This can be an extremely powerful ability when used at the right time. Also, it can be a terrible ability to use against units immune to turn meter manipulation. So, you know, if you're about to, you know, take all the turns, maybe you don't want to use this, and, you know, all enemies have low turn meter, maybe not the best use. So, you know, situational, it has a 6 cooldown, so I know it's not something you can use every other turn, so pretty situational. But yeah, anyway, that's it about Moff Gideon. I'm pretty exciting. You know, I could definitely see him being a top tier character, especially if you got some more, you know, Imperial Troopers reworked. You know, as you see, Death Troopers are with him in Season 1, so I don't know, maybe some Death Trooper synergy. I don't know, could be so much, you know, just give us a little bit more, and, you know, this team will just be insane. That's all I have to say. So, anyway, that's it for Moff Gideon, and, you know, as I promised you, if you stick around, I'll show you my my Lego Advent calendar here. So let's see here. So right here. So this is what the gun. I just had to get it. I don't know if you can see. It just this year's Lego Star Wars calendar. I got one last year too. It's just, I know it's just fun. You open one each day, you know, here, and you get the little Lego minifigure. You know, today I got the Starfighter. I don't know which one. Just I don't know a specific name, but you know, just a regular Starfighter, a white one. So I don't know, pretty fun. Maybe I'll do this in each video and just showcase what I got for the day, or you know, whenever I make a video. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. You know, please let me know down in the comments below what you think of Moff Gideon. You know, if you liked the video, please consider, you know, liking the video and subscribe to my channel for more content. I'll try and get back into Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I know I haven't uploaded too much. I think since what is it, like, it's summer, early summer or something. Since Jedi Knight Luke, I think I kind of got a little bit tired of the game, but I'll try and upload more. So anyway, you know, thank you guys for watching. I hope I'll see you guys in the next video.